So Mary Poppins Returns is a review I meant to do back in December, but I never did. It sort of falls into the same category as the live-action remakes, though this is a sequel and also based on a live-action property, though it does have an animated sequence in it. I first saw the original Mary Poppins when I was very little, but I didn't remember a lot of it, so I rewatched it a couple years ago. And I enjoyed it. It does have very memorable songs. And this being a direct sequel, it doesn't feel too much like a sequel and more like it's trying to be the original again, where it hits on a lot of the same beats. Though that's not to say it's a bad thing, because a lot of these sequences in Mary Poppins Returns are very fun. The very beginning of the movie feels very much like a movie from that time in the 60s when Mary Poppins came out. There's some very quick-witted humor to introduce us to the characters. And then when Mary Poppins arrives, it really picks up. 2 of the adults in this movie are the original Banks children grown up. And then we have 3 new children that go on the adventures with Mary Poppins. There's also the character that Lin-Manuel Miranda plays, who is playing a part of, like, Dick Van Dyke from the original. But instead of a chimney sweep, he's a lamp lighter. I think all of the song sequences, for the most part, are pretty good. Like I said, it hits on a lot of the same beats of the original, and you can tell which songs were supposed to mirror which from the original. I think for a lot of people, their favorite part is going to be the part with the 2D animation, because it's been so long since we've had Disney 2D animation in a full-length feature film. And I really liked that sequence too, it was great. Even the costumes and set designs really reflected that 2D environment. I would really like to see Disney do another live-action hybrid with 2D animation like that. Especially since they're able to do so many different camera movements now, there was a lot of stuff that was very creative in that sequence. After that part in the movie, though, it sort of goes down a bit for me. Like, there's a couple of songs where I wasn't really feeling it too much. Like the one with Meryl Streep, I think, I just wasn't into it. Though I can also see which part of the original that was trying to mirror, which is also my least favorite part, so that makes sense, I guess. But then it turns back around at the end with a sequence that I think is very heartwarming. And that just gave me a really good feeling. Mary Poppins Returns is sort of telling you not to lose your childlike imagination, which I think reflects Disney in general very well. If you are hesitant about watching this movie, I'd say go ahead and watch it. It has enough good in there to where I think it's worth it. Also, before I end the video, my friend Princess Misery on Twitter did a drawing of Sora and Mary Poppins, sort of hoping for a Mary Poppins world in a future Kingdom Hearts game, which that would be great. So you can check out her profile here, and also her Patreon if you want to support her art if you like it. So if you have seen Mary Poppins Returns, tell me down in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, by now we're getting a bit used to winter. We're like soldiers in the middle of a campaign, growing hardened to discomfort and better able to take